Y'all, we back. Welcome back to another video on the AJ Plays channel, and today I'm bringing you guys every MLW team's individual team expectations heading into the 2023 season. I did the same thing last year, and you know what? You're going to see a few repeat videos of what I did last year because a lot of things have changed in MLW. A lot of teams have changed. Outlooks have changed, so every team pretty much I'm gonna give them, their ceiling pretty much, what we expect them to do based on the team last season, the assets they have acquired going into the following season, and basically what we can really see from that group. A lot of teams are going to have World Series potential, and I got a few comments last year saying, how can 6 out of 8 teams win the World Series? It doesn't make any sense. What I'm saying is they have the ceiling to reach the World Series. It doesn't mean that they're all gonna make it there, they're all gonna win. So just keep that in mind before I get those comments again, because come on, it should be fairly obvious that not every team can make the World Series. Come on. Anyways, let's get right into it, starting with the AL. After last season, the expectations for the Metro Magic are practically on the floor right now. There is no expectation that can possibly be lower than what it is right now for this Metro Magic group. So pretty much what we want them to do, form a team bond with the new draft pick they're going to acquire, whoever it may be, probably Grant Miller from what I'm hearing. I'd love for it to be Zoe, but let's get past that. Anyways, form a team bond. Can they find a way to make the playoffs? They could. They definitely can. I'm pretty sure Jack Agner is going to be in town for the rest of the season. He's going to be here 100%. You need guys like Liam Jackson and Jordan Curdy to step up at the plate, especially Liam Jackson. And you know what? Trevor Bonham, he can definitely pitch. We know he can definitely be an ace for any team in the league. He's got to be able to hit. The entire team needs to get their hitting back on track, because last year it was somehow Jordan Curdy and the now Great Lake Gator, Jason Chadwick, that was driving the offense. Form a team bond, get back on track here. We expect you know what, your ceiling for us, make the playoffs. Who knows if you'll do anything in them, but show that you guys have life after last year's very, very lackluster, disappointing, outrageously bad season. Next up, we have a team that I ride hard on because they do not show up to the football field consistently. Last year, I keep saying it, that last year they had a very bad first half by Wildcat comparison, like the caliber the Wildcats have for themselves. They did not have the greatest first half. Guys like Kyle Schultz and Jackson Pearson didn't show up, while Nick Saylor was there the entire way. Second half, everybody's stats explode because they play the 2 weakest teams in MLW. They think they're top contenders, and then they get humbled very quickly by the Predators in the ALDS. First off, can the Wildcats miss the playoffs? If they keep playing the way they did last year, they possibly could. They got to find some consistency. They need to find a way. I'm not saying win every series, but you know what? Put up a fight. Guys like Kyle Schultz need to pitch well. They got to hit well, especially. Kyle had a pretty mediocre season for his standards as the GOAT of the league last year. Schultz and Pearson, they really got to figure their stuff out. They really had slow starts, feasted on mediocre teams, everything went silent. That's pretty much the cycle that happened last year. Avoid that, have consistent play throughout the season, and then make some noise in the playoffs. Let's be 100% honest here. If the Predators made the World Series last year over the Cobras, they would have clearly put up a better fight, because what we saw from the Cobras was not the best, not even close. The goal for the Preds, they definitely have the potential still. They showed it last year with Ryan Cratch's MVP season and guys like Russell and Warda, and honestly even Mac Hawley in his appearances, showing that they could be legitimate options and reliable ones at the plate. Get back to the World Series. You have the pieces, you have the depth. You could possibly draft one of the best guys Alma College has ever seen. Let him be the guy that you draft from Alma College, if anything, Warda. Please, if you're going to draft anyone from there, let it be him. I don't exactly know his name. I forgot his name. I am sorry, but he is putting up ridiculous batting stats right now. He's the guy that you want to draft with your pick, if anything. You get back to the World Series now. You have every piece. You have an MVP candidate, multiple All-Stars. The Preds are probably as stacked as they ever have been. They have to get back to the World Series. As per usual, that's our expectation for them. What they want to do themselves is win every single season. They have the ability to do it. Get back to the World Series. Took the Cobras long enough, but they've tasted the World Series once again after 5 long years of trying. They got back. They went to SoFi of all places. They have everything a superstar team needs. They got everything. They got the lockdown ace on the mound. They have the budding two-way star. They have the depth at the plate, the ability to get on base and to go yard. They got everything in their lineup, and they're going to add a player through the draft. The Cobras have everything. like the Preds. Those are the top two teams in the AL right now. Obviously, both of them can't make the World Series, but this team's goal, return to the World Series. If not, win the whole damn thing after 8 long years of trying. Get there. First off, just get there. Make it close. Don't blow a lead and don't get swept. That's what we want for the Cobras. Put up a damn fight. I don't care what it takes this season. Get back to the World Series. And I've said this, I just said it about the Preds. It goes for both teams. They have the most talented rosters in the league. In my opinion, they have the most talented rosters. Both of them. They have every player, everything a championship team needs to go all the way. They have the talent, they have the depth, they have the experience. Both of them do. Go back to the World Series and get the ring. You know what? Like, this team, I swear, I think all of us have the expectation that, you know what, you got to make the damn playoffs. Guys, come on. You traded away 2 years worth of draft picks for Jason Chadwick, who, granted, he did perform really well to end the season. He started hitting the ball nicely last year. He did his job. However, with this team now, you got to prove you have the ability to go get the job done. Make the playoffs at least. That's what we want. Make the playoffs first, then make all the noise you want. These Trenton guys all struggled last year in MLW. You have Chadwick here for a full season. The NL is competitive as hell, but they can definitely put up a fight. If we see Cheatham on the mound from last year, and guys like Chadwick and Cheatham go back to hitting the way we remember them hitting, Jorgensen can figure it out on the mound. You got Zerlag, who now is going to definitely have to hit in a 4-man lineup. You have the depth. I personally think they have enough within their main 4 guys. They have Reese Harris to back it up. They have 4 main guys who still have the ability to get the job done. Can they do it? Who knows? Make the playoffs before you do anything else. Just set your eyes on the playoffs. Sorry if I'm sounding harsh here, but I really do present the Toronto Maple Leafs of MLW. The Eastern Eagles. They can't win a damn playoff round. They have made it the last 3 seasons. They made it straight to the 2020 NLCS, the 2021 NLDS, and then the 2022 NLDS. They lost all 3 of those. Can you guys win a playoff round? You guys have one of the best rosters in the league. The best 3 rosters right now are really Cobras, Preds, and Eagles. Allen and Schultz on the mound. At the plate, you got a big 4 in your Gaitis, Whalen, Allen, and Schultz. You have Blade Walker there as well. You have a draft pick you're going to add. Guys, come on. You have the pieces. You are the Toronto Maple Leafs of the MLW. You guys can't go further than round 1. Or just your first playoff appearance. I don't understand why this is the case. You guys have the talent and the World Series experience with guys like Zach Whalen and Daniel Schultz on the roster. I don't understand. Just win a playoff round. It's not that hard. I'm saying that, but I kind of am not the best at wiffle ball. And I don't know how the Leafs do it every year, but they suck anyways. I know my Leafs. Just win a playoff round. That's the main goal this season. Mallards, oh pesky Mallards, I swear guys, you have the best wiffle ball player in the world. Tommy Coughlin fixed his stuff. Caden Irwin and Brendan Davenport have both shown signs of potential, and you have the first overall pick in the draft. Come on. What more do you need? This is a way too talented team. How can you not make the World Series? Like, you gotta make it there. Again, as I'm going to say, not every team can make it to the World Series. Honestly, I expect the Mallards and the other NL team I'm yet to discuss probably to be the ones to make it there. Mallards, you got everything. You have another really good roster in the league. After the draft, you'll have a top 3 roster, in my opinion. You guys have everything in one player. You have everything in Robles. Forget the guys behind him. Forget that. You got it all in Jordan. Honestly, you guys should have the ability to just return to glory. You haven't been to the World Series since 2018. You know what? Every NL team has tasted it since then but you. It's your time to get back there. Get the job done, make it through the playoffs, get to the World Series, and win that damn championship. It's calling your name. You guys, the Diamondbacks, I don't expect this to happen because of the amount of talent in MLW. And I don't know how much they really have in their team because we saw the Jimmy Norp show run through the entire MLW last year. However, the Diamondbacks have one job, and that is to pull off history this year. Can they get the 3-peat done? They've won the last 2 somehow. 2021 they coasted. 2022 they struggled, bounced back really quickly, and made it there and won it. Can they do it again? Can Jimmy Norp and his group get the job done? Can they pull off history? Can they do the first thing we've seen since the 2010 to 2012 Wildcats? They've just pulled off the first repeat since 2014-15. Do they have the ability to finish it all off? Can they get that three-peat? Go for the hat trick here. Jimmy Norp is running the show, but he's got an entire supporting cast behind him that makes it all happen. Can these guys pull it off? The three-peat is the goal. Winning the championship once again is the goal for the Downtown Diamondbacks. On that note, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. As I've said, not every team is going to make it to the World Series. Not every team is going to win the World Series. This is based on the roster talent and what we can expect from these guys going into this season. Guys like the Preds, Cobras, Eagles, Mallards, and let's be dead honest, I even have the expectation for the D-backs that they can pull off the three-peat because we want to see it. Obviously, all of us want to see it. However, the main four teams, Mallards, Eagles, Cobras, and Preds, those are the 4 World Series frontrunners right now. It's like we're living in 2019 all over again. I really think those guys have the deepest rosters with the most talent in the league. They have the ability to all go get it done. However, it doesn't mean they all can. It's what their ceilings are. It's what the expectations are for each team. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas of like what teams are supposed to achieve in your eyes this season. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. I'm going to see you guys all next time. Peace out.